DRB Series. The DRB Series connectors are heavy-duty, environmentally sealed connectors, ideal for bulkhead applications. Constructed of rugged thermoplastic, these rectangular connectors are designed to accommodate multiple wire gauges and feature high pin counts, including 48, 60, 102, and 128 cavities. DRB insertion. Begin with a crimped wire. For assistance, refer to the DEUTSCH Contacts video segment for detailed instructions. Refer to your wiring diagram to know which wire to insert into each cavity. All cavities are marked with numbers or letters, depending on the design. Grasp the crimped contact approximately 1 inch behind the contact barrel. Hold the connector with the rear grommet or wire router cap facing you. Push the contact straight into the rear grommet until you hear and feel a click. A slight tug will confirm that the contact is properly locked into place. Contacts should be fully inserted into the connector, with the locking fingers in place under the shoulder of the contact. Repeat this process until all of the cavities are filled. When populating a DRB series connector, secondary wedge locks are required. Wedge locks ensure proper alignment of the contacts. Insert the wedge lock by lining up the keyway. Wedge locks should be pressed firmly in place, with only a slight gap showing between the wedge lock and connector. If the wedge lock will not go all the way in, check to make sure all of the contacts are properly seated. If a contact is not fully inserted, the retention finger will prevent the wedge lock from pressing into place. Repeat the same process for the receptacle and the plug halves of the connectors. Make sure to insert the contacts into the rear grommet. Please note that if you have open cavities, they will need to be filled with appropriately sized sealing plugs. DRB mating. A complete DRB assembly requires a mounting flange. Align the keys on the receptacle with the keys on the mounting flange. Insert the receptacle into the mounting flange until you hear and feel the retaining clips click. Align the keys on the plug with the mounting flange assembly. Push the two parts together and tighten the jack screw to the recommended torque rating. DRB unmating. To unmate DRB series connectors, loosen the jack screw and pull the plug and mounting flange assembly apart. Remove the receptacle from the flange by releasing the retaining clips. DRB contact removal. Remove the wedge locks by using a screwdriver. Pull the wedge locks straight out. To remove the contacts, release the locking finger by moving it away from the shoulder of the contact with a screwdriver, while at the same time gently pulling the wire through the rear grommet or wire router.